Hi, everybody. It's Kim Hawk, and it's Monday night, so you know what time it is.
Information on celebration.
Well, where is everybody watching from? I wanted to wish you a very beautiful, this is the holiday season, right? Thanksgiving is coming up this Thursday, and we're looking forward to some family time. I want to wish my wonderful husband a happy birthday again. We celebrated him yesterday. And if you're wondering what a celebration resident does, because Monday night is a show about celebrations. So whether if you're looking to move here or if you are one of my neighbors, we have been founding residents here, and this town is getting ready to celebrate the 30th anniversary. We're doing a whole year full of activities. So if you're thinking about moving anywhere, and Central Florida makes a lot of sense for so many reasons, we would encourage you to keep watching on Monday nights because there's a lot of great things that are going on in the town that Disney built. So let me know, because if you're watching from outside or inside, that'll help me kind of figure out what we should cover tonight. But let me tell you, there is a ton of stuff going on. They definitely named this town the right way. And it was Jane Eisner, Michael Eisner's wife, that named the town Celebration. And that's what we indeed do. So I'm going to go through and remind you of some things that are coming up. And Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer, and I were out and about wanting to get some footage to kind of show people this town's already got our Christmas tree up. But well, matter of fact, let's talk a little bit about that, because you can travel anywhere around the world, and it's going to be hard pressed for you to find a town that celebrates pretty much from this Saturday, until the end of December. It's constant, having joyful, glorious, love it. There's all kinds of beautiful things that are happening. So let's start with what a lot of people are aware of to remind you. Let's see if we can get this up here. Yeah, let's do that. Dee says, put my face up a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm saying in case you're reading my lips. So believe it or not, this Saturday is November 29th. We are almost at the end of the month of November, and they do now snowing in downtown Celebration. The Christmas tree lighting, and I do believe if you're down there, you're going to possibly see the Bellavati brothers. They are our young correspondents that have been covering a lot of great stories. If you didn't get a chance, make sure you go to the Near Disney YouTube channel and see that they did something on sports activities for young people that are here. And boy, they must have covered a good dozen or so, showing everything from dance classes to flag football to all kinds of good stuff. So look for the Bellavati brothers Saturday if you'd like, and say hi. I would encourage you to get down there earlier. I know the tree lighting, I think, is precisely at 5:50 p.m. It gets dark here around 6 o'clock. And so, but you want to get down there earlier and see what's going on. So we did a little bit of a video. Why don't I show the video now? So it gives you a little bit of the updates, and then we'll come back and talk about some more details, because we have a very dear friend. She is the executive director of the Celebration Foundation. If you're not familiar with that, the Celebration Foundation was something that was set up from the Disney organization. So it's coming up on its 30th anniversary, where the residents of Celebration contribute funds in order to help really cool, meaningful, needful type of programs that are in our community. But one of their fundraisers is coming up on December 5th. And let's have Kathleen tell you more about it instead of me talking on and on. Here we go. It's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. But today, I'm known as a dear friend to a wonderful woman that's the executive director for the Celebration Foundation, Kathleen Scipio. She has got so much going on. She's going to tell you about a lot of stuff you do not want to miss.
we call as actually the happiest holiday week of the year in celebration is the Holiday Home Tour 2025 at Magical Marketplace, presented by the Celebration Foundation. Stop number one has always been the Magical Marketplace, and that is where you see holiday themed decorated trees, so creative by our community residents that donate their time and talents to those trees, and then we put them up for sale. Typically they sell on Friday night before the tour even starts, and our tour attendees have always said, I want to buy a tree, I want to buy a tablescape. Well, you can this year because we are adding the mini Magical Marketplace, where we will not unveil and unlock that door till Saturday morning of the tour. We have holiday tablescapes, vignettes, and we have baskets, and our baskets have more baskets. So you can even check all your shopping, your holiday shopping, off your list too. We have 10 seasonally decorated homes in celebration. You can get tickets day of, or you can get them online at celebrationfoundation.org. It is $25 per ticket. The tour goes Saturday and Sunday. Our Saturday hours are 12 noon to 7 p.m. and Sunday is 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can do the tour in one day, or you can wander through 5 homes on Saturday and 5 more homes on Sunday. But the one thing you don't want to do is miss it. We start the week Wednesday with a holiday concert of the Brass Band of Central Florida at Community Presbyterian Church. That is typically sold out, but there are some tickets still available. And again, you can get them celebrationfoundation.org or call our office at 407-566-1234. And you can say Santa's elf sent you. Happy holidays!
So you have it here. We are here before it even begins, but look how organized Celebration is. The Christmas tree is already up, and the news is the ice skating rink has been moved over in front of the Columbia restaurant. Yes, ice skating is going to be available in Celebration, Florida, the town Disney built. If you have not been here before, even if you travel anywhere around the world, I will share with you, this has to be one of the most magical places to be able to experience Christmas and the holidays. Everything from carolers walking around the town to a train ride to carriage rides that look like Cinderella's carriage. And then you've got these fabulous restaurants. So if you haven't checked our videos on the Near Disney YouTube channel, please do so. You're going to find that we've done videos on the restaurants, on the bars, on the retail shops. But look no further than Downtown Celebration starting November 29th. They're going to make it snow all the way up until the end of December, 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. It's magical here. God bless you guys from the Near Disney YouTube channel. We love you and we appreciate you watching. Please subscribe and like, and we would love to be your realtors of choice. Give us a call at 407-808-9845 and check out what the ice skating looks like before they finish it. Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live. I love it. I love it. You know, Kathleen is a real gem in our town. She is cute as a button, and let me tell you, she's super smart. And she knows how to pull people together. And so we're very blessed to have her here. And wasn't that great? Christmas music and everything that Deep, you know, just puts the packages together so well. And how many of you are already playing Christmas music? I'd be interested. How many of you have your tree up? Let me know in the comments if you don't mind. I'd be interested. We try to put our tree up after Thanksgiving. I kind of hinted around to Rod maybe earlier, but he's like, no, not until after Thanksgiving. But I'd be interested in what you guys do. And the Christmas music's beautiful. And oh, by the way, let's make sure that you know about this as well. Let's see. Here we go. Yes. I want you to know about it, but I need to talk about it. All right. Oh, it wants to give me a hard time. Okay, here we go. So, when we were talking about the Christmas tree lighting is Saturday night, November 29th, 5:50, whatever. What I would do is I would bring my family and walk, maybe it's like 2 blocks at the most, to Community Presbyterian Church. If you haven't seen the church, it's absolutely gorgeous. It has an affiliation with the Disney family, and there are lights on the outside of the church that were donated to Compres from Give Kids the World. There's a beautiful story behind that. You'll have to watch our YouTube channel and hear a little bit more about it. But inside of the church that night at 7 p.m., so you'd have time to go down for the first Snope event and downtown celebration, and then just stroll up to a free concert. And there's amazing singers that live in Celebration. It's called the Celebration Community Chorus. And at 7 p.m., you are able to go in there. So that's 511 Celebration Avenue. You can't miss it when you're driving into town. It's the church with all the beautiful lights that are on there. But that might be an idea for you for Saturday night. Sound good? All right, let's see what else this beautiful town's got going on. Here we want to report this one too. Okay, so on December 12th, I wanted to tell you about this now so that we don't forget about it, and you can start preparing. Channel 2, one of our local news stations, is going to be out here between, I believe, at 6 a.m. and 1 o'clock that day. And if you can bring food, non-perishable food items to downtown Celebration, the town center on Market Street. Market Street is this street that faces where the Wine Imperium is, the Wine Imperium in downtown Celebration. Hey, Elijah. So please bring your non-perishable food items, and let's help out as many people as we possibly can. I did want to make sure that I give a shout out, because when we talk about that, there is, yes, let me see if I can share my screen so you guys can see it. Talking about people coming together. Hey, Michelle, thank you for watching. Thank you, Michelle Bush. I appreciate it. There is they've been wonderful contributors for as long as I've known them, but they own CG Salon, 720 Salon, and then they've moved to Champions Gate. Christina, many of you know her mom too, Cheryl Graves, and it's called Salon CG. Well, they had heard that Illuminate Church was doing a food pantry for a lot of people that do not have the resources right now to stock their kitchen pantries. And so I want to, let me see if I can put this up here so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's do this. Well, okay. We're going to take that down so that we can share the screen so everybody can see this cool company. Yes. So it's called Salon CG, and they are, if you're taking I-4 and you take that Champions Gate exit, as soon as you make that exit on the right, and then there's some buildings on the left-hand side, they have a salon there. And I love that family. I've been going there for years, and they had heard the need for food pantry items. So what they did in the month of November was they had this big poster, and it was like "Dress the Turkey," and it looked like the turkey didn't have any feathers on it. And for everybody that was buying a lot of the hairsprays or whatever it was, they would end up putting feathers on the turkey until it got full. Well, they knew it was a good cause for Illuminate Church, and that turkey got full. And do you know that they're donating, it's over $1,000 from that. $1,000 is going. So hopefully then what they're going to do, they know Illuminate will do great things with that money in order to multiply it more than what any of us could go to the grocery store with. And so I just want to give a big shout out, Salon CG. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. They do a lot. And I want to make sure they know we see them. What else? Let's go back to this snow. There we go. Make sure that we don't miss anything. Oh, I'm seeing people say hello. Hi, Randy and Amy. Celebration is a great place to experience the holidays. Thank you. We appreciate you watching and I appreciate you making comments. It's always good to hear from you guys. So this Saturday, remember I had mentioned, please be downtown. Don't miss when they turn on the lights for the Christmas tree. You know, what I hear is Santa has always been very fond of celebration. And so if he gets his work done in time, he may be hanging out with us up until Christmas Eve. And if he does, he's been very generous in the past, allowing us to get photos with him. And there's even been, I think, one day a week where the dogs can get a photo with Santa and his wife. And so I'm thinking that's going to be a surprise guest that we have. There's a holiday art walk that's coming up December 13th. You know, Dana and her team that do the Sunday farmers markets. They also put on art festivals all around Central Florida, and I look forward to them walking downtown in the beautiful weather. That's going to be a wonderful thing. So remember, once it starts snowing here, oh, I'm seeing, hi, let's see, I was curious to know, I live in New York and I wanted to buy a house near Disney and Airbnb it, but it is this a possibility, especially because I would be a first-time home buyer? Yes, indeed, it would. So if you want to give me a call, it wouldn't be in Celebration, but just right outside of Celebration. And I think that's a very wise thing to do. Start buying something so that you can start earning some equity in it. But my number is 407-808-9845. Love to help you. Thanks, and thank you so much for watching. So when they start making it snow, you guys, in downtown Celebration, it's the Snope. You know what I mean? It's like soap, Snope. And it falls. You're welcome. Very good. Thank you. It's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. I think I misspoke on the video and said 5 o'clock, but it does snow 6, 7, 8, and 9 p.m. And then, like we said, we want to make sure that you don't miss things like the carolers that walk around the town. They are the professional carolers that you would see at Epcot Center. Santa, I'm expecting to see Santa. The ice skating rink, I want to say, Dee and I noticed, I think it was only $15 enabled for you to be able to go ice skating. The horse-drawn carriages that are in Celebration look like Cinderella's carriage rides. There's a train that the children can ride. There's music playing. And as many of you that have been here, you know that there's tons of fantastic restaurants downtown. The Downtown Diner, Reggiano's, the Town Tavern has a national reputation of being great. Emeril Lagasse says they have the best clam chowder anywhere in the entire world. The Wine Imperium. There's a Thai restaurant. There is Columbia Restaurant, which is the new location for the ice rink is in front of the Columbia restaurant. And, you know, Columbia has the Spanish, Cuban, 1905 salad. Actually, I'm getting hungry even just talking about it. So know that this town, November 29th to the end of December, is beyond anything that you're going to find. I would say it's got to be in the top 10 of the world for anybody to come in and really enjoy Christmas in the season. All right, very good. So we hope we get to see you. Now, on to some other things. You know, we also want to make sure we know that we have a group that's celebrating, you know, Hanukkah. And so Hanukkah, the Feast of the Festival of Lights, it's going to be occurring Sunday, December 14th. And I believe it is at 5:15 p.m. Yes, and it's at the intersection of Market Street and Celebration Avenue where that fountain is. And so they're going to be singing some music and gathering. And I absolutely love that we have that available. And that makes me think of a wonderful man that was a very dear friend of Rod and mine. He is the father of Robin Malentino. And I wanted to add him. There he is. There's Richard Prever. God bless Richard. He passed away this past week. So we wanted to send our love. Many of you know Robin and Tony Malentino, pretty much anchors. They are the people that truly created, that Aquila section, all those big, beautiful homes back there. That was their vision. And they put their time and money and effort to create those iconic, gorgeous homes. And Robin had, and Tony had put on the celebration games with Rod and I and a group of people. So many wonderful memories. But Richard, bless his heart, he was 94 years old. 94 years old. And we just wanted to send our love to the family and let them know that we're thinking of them. Okay, let us talk about children. I think that would be a good thing. In celebration, there's something called Kids Night Out, KNO. And they have an event coming up, a train to Memory Town. You need to sign up and there is a fee for it, but it's a wonderful way for your children to spend time and for you to be able to meet some other parents of kids that your kids are hanging out with, right? So on December the 12th, it's a great opportunity. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. It may give somebody an opportunity to go shopping while their children are being very well cared for at Heritage Hall. So just if you play this video back, just pause it and you will see a QR code right there that you want to take a photo of. So take a photo of that and you'll see a little bar at the bottom and it'll immediately put you into registration. So that might give you a great opportunity to, spend some time shopping or going to spend some time with your friends while your children are having fun. Okay, now let's talk about a holiday concert event. They want us to save the date. It's going to be on Thursday, December the 18th. All this stuff is going to come at us so fast. So that's why I want you to get your calendars out for the month of December and start writing all this stuff down. It's going to be Lakeside Park and ticket tables are on sale now. So this is a paid event, residents only for celebration. So once again, that's a QR code and that event will be lovely on a Thursday night, December 18th, a holiday concert. Love that. You're definitely going to get your fill of holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, everything here. Then this is kind of cool. December 9th, if you have gifts that you want to bring to Heritage Hall between 6 and 8 p.m., they have a pop-up event. I like that, where they're going to have the wrapping paper and the tape and the ribbons and the bows. And so you just bring your gifts and then they're going to be providing some of the supplies there. And so you can be having some fun wrapping gifts with some other celebration residents. And I thought that was a very sweet idea. Wanted to make sure everybody was aware. December the 9th. And that's part of our 30th. I think they're adding Lauren Gunyon and her team are doing a great job. And they are adding 30 more special events in addition to, I think they already do 34 a year. So that would be a fun thing to do. Now, there's more. Yes, indeed, there is more. So the Veterans Club, we have in celebration every age. Walt Disney, when he was building Celebration, we in the early days, we had smaller homes up to huge estates, which we still do, with the idea that young people that are just entering the business market, first-time home buyers, yes, potentially could come in and buy something and then be able to move their way up as they get older. And then big homes for the big families that need lots and lots of room. And so we have different ages, obviously. We have very young people. Like I said, the Bellavati brothers just did a video for all the kids that what are they looking to do with sports events. And then we also have a group called the Celebrators. Those are individuals that are over 50 or 55 years old. They're some of the most organized people that you will ever find, and they do fun things together. And then we have a Veterans Club. God bless our veterans. We love the veterans. You would find on November 11th, Veterans Day, there's a parade and celebration applauding our veterans. There is an event by the flagpole at the corner of Campus and Celebration Avenue that we do every year. We never miss it. And now our veterans are participating for the 6th annual holiday decorating contest. So you can nominate houses, homes, properties in Celebration. They've already started to accept nominations, and they're going to accept nominations until December the 8th, I believe. Yes, December the 8th. Judging will then occur December the 10th, and the winners will be announced on 12/12/25. Now, what you want to do is you want to send your nomination to celebrationveterans.com. Celebrationveterans.com. And then somebody's going to be able to win the bragging rights of having the best decorated property in Celebration. And that's kind of a big competition around here, because if you've started driving around the town already, you'll find some really gorgeous homes. I know Victoria Lindo has already decorated her home on Golf Park, and many of you may have seen her home on different TV shows, and it's a labor of love. She and Vern have done this for many, many years, but this is definitely one of those cool towns that you can walk around and enjoy. And we've gotten so expansive now because remember, we have Island Village now. Everybody know where Island Village is? If you drive down past the Celebration High School and you're going to start driving into Island Village, that is where Scoop Ice Cream is, which, by the way, Scoop is doing a special thing for all of us. Between now and December 1st, they're selling pints of ice cream for like $5. That's such a great deal. And so especially for Thanksgiving, if you guys need to go, they have over 30 different, they make their ice cream in-house, and they have everything from non-sugar added to gluten-free ice cream, and it's just a real treat to have them. But back in that area, they also have a Mexican restaurant. They also have coffee for the soul. And so Celebration is really starting to spread out more. So definitely try to drive around and don't miss any of that goodness. Yeah. All right. Well, I know I was writing tons of notes because we have so much that's going on. So we talked about wrapping gifts. We talked about Kids Night Out. We talked about the concert that's coming up. We talked about Hanukkah is being gathering on December 14th at 5:15 p.m. We talked about Richard. We talked about Salon CG doing such a great job at raising funds for the pantry for Illuminate Church. We talked about Share Your Christmas, which is December 12th, bringing your non-perishable food items to downtown in front of the Wine Imperium from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Channel 2 is involved with that. We talked about Scoop Ice Cream. We talked about the veterans. We talked about the community chorus. And I think that's a good covering. So let us now do one of the things that most people ask the most about every week. And either Elijah Lewis or myself, every Monday night in the town of Celebration, we talk about what's happened the last 7 days with the market here. The last 7 days, what's happened in the market, because one of your biggest investments could potentially be the property that you live in, right? So we're coming up close to the 7:30 mark, and I try to keep this to a 30-minute maximum because we truly appreciate you guys checking in with us. So let me share my screen so that you can see what I am seeing. And let's see, share screen. There we go. Windows. All right. Oop, it'll let me share. It will. Yes. Okay, guys. So what we saw this past 7 days, that in Celebration, there's 107 properties that are for sale. That's very low. As you know, I've been selling real estate here from the very beginning, and historically, 450 properties is what you would normally see. But we only have 107. Why? Because everybody loves living here and they don't like to move away from Celebration. As a matter of fact, most times if you see a house sold, it's a Celebration resident just kind of moving around because life changes. There's a baby that's born, so you need a bigger house, or maybe the kids have moved out because they've graduated from college now, so now you're trying to right size. So anybody that needs any help with any of that type of language, let me know. But we definitely have our thumbs on the pulse of what's going on here. We've been doing this report for well over 2 years every week. And so the last 7 days, what we're seeing here is that there are 18 touch points. Now, 18's a lot when you look at the whole inventory is only 107. But what we're seeing is 10 new actives, of which many are new construction opportunities that are coming up. They're not finished being built, but they're in the process. So that's that Island Village area that I was talking about over by where Scoop Ice Cream is, right? And then we saw 5 pending, and 3 solds. So you can see this last week, there was more coming on the market than coming off of the market. So the inventory built a little bit. Now, I do want to say congratulations. We're really excited about one of the pendings in particular. Casey is one of our buyers, and to our first-time home buyer that just was texting. Thanks, Rena. Is it Rena? Yes. First-time home buyer from him too. And so, yes, there are some great programs that can help people, especially like if you're a teacher or if you're a first responder, maybe you're a fireman or a policewoman or a teacher. There's a lot of good things. So definitely give us a call and we can definitely connect you with lenders that are involved. But Casey is going to be a Celebration resident and we're super, super, super happy about that. All right. Any questions? I don't know that I'm seeing questions more so than thumbs up and thank yous, and that's always appreciated. Yeah? Yeah? So by next week, you guys will have had your turkey filling and we will be December 1st. So I'm really glad that we got to get some of this December information out to everybody. Like I said, get your calendars out, a lot going on. And we love what we do. So we would be honored to help represent you. If you have any needs real estate wise or your family and friends do, just give us a call at 407-808-9845. We're Florida Motion Realty and our Near Disney YouTube channel. Thank you guys. More than 7,000 have signed up. And I know there's quite a few more that watch. I know we just did a live video the other day, and I want to say 2,000 of you were on saying hello and giving us thumbs up. So we appreciate that. No, on Wednesday nights, my Realtor Dream Team does a show at 7 p.m. They talk about that 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. They have a lot of good info. And then on Friday, we do an evergreen show and lots of helpful information. And I will report to you, I've heard that the Bellavati brothers are in the midst of gathering information on grocery stores that are available or groceries for Celebration residents. They saw it on one of the, if you go to Celebration Porch Facebook group, Celebration Porch Facebook group, somebody had posted that I guess Kroger's is closing down and they normally get their groceries from Kroger's delivering to their home. So our 3 correspondents said, hey, we eat a lot of groceries. We're growing young guys. We'd like to do a story to tell people where they can get groceries and all the options. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right. Well, if there's ever any story that we can do for you, let us know. Please check the Near Disney YouTube channel first because we've done over 1,000 of them at this point, and we're hoping there's something in there that helps you. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I'm getting lots of love, people saying hi and Merry Christmas, and we appreciate that very much. Until Wednesday, You guys have actually the day before Thanksgiving. You guys have a blessed couple of days. Take care.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.